Hello and welcome along to AVFTS Wrexham. I'm here to give you the live Carabao Cup fourth round draw where teams are in the hat with the aim to get to Wembley and lift the first trophy of the domestic campaign. It is the Carabao Cup. Have we had any giant killings in this round? Not really. Chelsea were 1-0 down at half-time yesterday and they found themselves through against Lincoln. We have had Everton knocked out by Wolves and, of course, another Premier League side in Burnley also knocked out. But the likes of Tottenham, Manchester City, Arsenal all tonight have progressed. So this is how the draw looks. Big up to everyone. Make sure you do smash the like button. Make sure you get involved. And I want to know who you want to draw. Of course, the lowest ranked teams, of course, in this competition will be eagerly anticipated. But I can assure you now, there is no south or north divide. It's all the teams in one hat. So here is the ball numbers to look out for tonight. And of course, this is going to be brought to you live. We're just waiting for all things to happen. The Arsenal versus Port Vale game has just finished. So we will be able to see comprehensively the draw. And let's see what happens. So we have the following numbers tonight. We have Premier League Brentford in with Brighton and Hove Albion. Cardiff City, one of the lower ranked teams who actually had that cup upset against Burnley yesterday. Chelsea with their massive game. Crystal Palace, Fulham, Grimsby Town. I'm going to give you a little fun fact here, which I think Fraser Football told me about. Grimsby Town have had more wins against Premier League opposition than Aston Villa have this season. Let that one sink in. Liverpool, Swansea City, Wolverhampton Wanderers, Wrexham, number 11, Wycombe Wanderers, another low-ranked team, Man City won tonight, Newcastle won tonight, Arsenal won tonight, and Tottenham won tonight. So we could be getting some massive Premier League clashes with more Premier League teams in than ever, and of course some of the lower-ranked teams in as well. But here we go. Here we go, people. Let me know which team you're looking out for. Let me know which team you are behind and who you would love. Look, at the end of the day, you could see something incredible like Cardiff drawing Wrexham would be one hell of a tie. And then something like Arsenal, Man City again, or Man City, Liverpool drawing each other. We could have a situation where Premier League teams battle it out against each other and would be a very epic game. And look, and Fraser said, I want Liverpool to draw Grimsby away. They are the giant killers, though. Grimsby, they'll be sort of saying, bring on another Premier League team. Who cares? What else have we got? Fraser said, I don't want any Premier League team that we see every year. I like to face someone new. We've got Les and Jamie, one of our members in the house, who says Arsenal versus Wrexham equals epic. I think that'll be a massive game. Maris Bernardo says Spurs versus Wrexham. Another great shout in there. Look, at the end of the day, I think Wrexham, the likes of Grimsby Town, and probably even to extent point teams like Wycombe will be looking for that Premier League draw. But it's how the Premier League teams feel. Who do they want to have? Who do they want to avoid? We saw a close giant killing yesterday with Lincoln and winning, as I was saying, 1-0 up against Chelsea at halftime. There is scope, there is possibility for all of this to happen. So if you're in the chat right now, I will be bringing you that draw so you see every single part of it. Make sure you do smash the like button, subscribe to the channel as well, and get your thoughts in the comment section. Which team are you really looking to see? Who are you looking to avoid? And go for that. But look, Grimsby, as I said, massive, absolutely massive for them right now in terms of being in this. And they will back themselves, whoever they have. Think some of the Premier League teams as well, you know, the likes of Arsenal, the likes of Manchester City, that they will be looking to avoid an away game against these low grounds. They want it. But the amazing headline is you have 3 Welsh teams in the draw this deep in the competition. Cardiff, Swansea, Wrexham. There could be a Welsh derby on the cards as well. That's something I was looking at. A lot of London sides in there as well. Who knows? Who knows? Wrexham versus Liverpool would be absolutely legendary. Yes, it would. Maris says, I'd like to avoid Swansea. I think that'd be an interesting one. I hope Brighton get an easy draw. Look, Brighton, again, they had a massive convincing win against lower league Barnsley, so we'll see how they get on. And Les and Jamie said, become a member of the channel. Absolutely. In fact, I am going to put the membership in there. We are on the road, would you believe it, to 10 members. We are 4 away, and we're going to be doing a big giveaway when we hit 10 members. So if you want to come and support the channel, then by all means do that. But yeah, let me know I'm going to show you some interesting stats. Of course, Newcastle United, the holders of the competition, they'll be looking to go back to this competition means to them. They will know what this sort of tournament means to them, and they have been taking it very seriously as well. So, yeah, who and what ball are you looking out for? We are bringing you the live draw very soon. The Arsenal versus Port Vale game has concluded, and apparently the draw is at 10:20. I thought it was going to happen at 10. So there we go. But oh my days, big up to every single one of you. Big up to so many of you in here, and thank you for tuning in. So, let's have a look at some of the previous results as well. I'm going to put that in for you as well. And yeah, thank you to everyone. Can we at least get 20 likes on this stream right now? Run it up 20 likes. I would be greatly appreciated. But I've got a feeling we are going to see a all in Welsh tie. That's one of my first shouts. I think we're going to see an all Welsh tie. I think we're going to see one of a Cardiff Swansea tie would be off the chain. But I feel like Wrexham might draw one of the Welsh teams. Out of all the Premier League teams available now, and teams that I think you would want to take, teams like having Fulham, teams like Wolves, are teams that you probably actually wouldn't mind drawing as well. A home tie against those boys, you could fancy yourself getting through. So there we go. I am going to show you, as I said, the results of the previous round, so you can see exactly how these teams got there and what happened since that. So these are tonight's results that I'm just going to put on the screen for you. As I said, the draw is actually coming up in 20 minutes, so we are going to be locked into that. And thank you to everyone who is here right now. I'm going to share with you the results of this previous round, and as I said, if you check out our channel goal and our pinned comment as well, that would be greatly appreciated, and all things and that jazz, because we absolutely love that. But yeah, here we go then. This is what we've got going on. The results of tonight's official draw, you can see clean sweep in the Premier League. Absolute clean sweep. Manchester City destroying Huddersfield Town with a rotated side. Newcastle won 4-1, a convincing win for the holders, as I said. Tottenham won 3-0 against Doncaster, and Arsenal beat Port Vale 2-0. No problem at all. No banana skins. And actually, some of the teams like Arsenal were able to field a lot of youngsters out there tonight, which is really beneficial for them. So, good news in that part in there. But what I want to show you actually is the results from yesterday, and then I'm going to show you those famous draws. And yeah, big up to everyone who's hitting that subscribe button. Love seeing that subscriber count go up. Matt Turner says, when is it starting? So it is starting at 10:20. 20 minutes. I thought it was starting at 10 o'clock. That was the information that I read. But hey, early bird catches the worm. It means we can build this coverage up, and you guys are there. So it is starting very soon. Man, foot mob effing rules as an app. Yes, it does. Big up to you, Glenn Smith, as well. And Arsenal kind of had a strong lineup. Saka just came back from injury and chucked in. Exactly. But they still managed to get the likes of Max Dowman out there with that, etc. So yesterday then, the games yesterday, which is what I want to focus on. Where or were there any cup upsets? Well, Brighton. I don't know if anyone saw Brighton yesterday. It's like they've got a regen Pele. The way in which that guy first half hat trick was absolutely out of this world. But here we go. We have the following: Barnsley 0, Brighton 6. An unbelievable win for Brighton, despite Barnsley and Conor Horahan's side, being a lot lower opposition there. But this was the one giant kill in here. Cardiff knocking out Burnley. Whether you rate Burnley or not, it's one of them. Cardiff did the job and got themselves through the hat. Fulham only just beat Cambridge in an unconvincing win, but there we go. But it was that Chelsea one. I really thought we were going to see Chelsea bow out. And Chelsea not looking as convincing after that Club World Cup win. And we'll see how they go on. So interesting, any Chelsea fans in the chat, how you think you're going there. Wigan, obviously, again, Wickham, knocking out Wigan is technically an upset in terms of the divisions. Wolves beating Everton. Everton fans absolutely furious with the Everton lineup and performance, and David Moyes didn't take that seriously. And then Wrexham beating Reading with a rotated Wrexham side, by the way, and Liverpool 2-1 winning against Southampton. Hugo Ekitike getting a red card in that one as well, that I know that Arne Slot wasn't happy about. So that's how these teams got into the draw and in the hat today. And look, I'm going to put back again the Carabao Cup number draws so you can see your team's ball. That is coming up very shortly. Again, let me know who you want. What would be a really boring tie? Let me know in the chat. Do we think if we saw something like a Manchester City Arsenal or a Liverpool Man City at this stage of the competition, do you think both teams would take it quite boring? It's something we've become accustomed to seeing. Big up to Opal Rafter. He says Grimsby Town. Everyone's going to be keeping their eyes on them. Big up to Free Pug Show. George Williams says, I think away day at Liverpool would be a fun day for our fans. I think Wrexham are really passionate to have Liverpool. I think I've heard a lot of people say that with that link. Wrexham versus Arsenal says star player, and we'll have to see on that one. But yeah, let me know what you think would be a really good tie, and let me know what you think would be a really boring tie. But yeah, I'm convinced we're going to get a Welsh derby. I just feel like it's been set up for that. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. The build-up is close. We're very close to having this game on. Make sure you're locked in. We're going to be doing the live draw. You'll be seeing the live draw here on this channel. And so do not go anywhere. And as I said, make sure you run the likes up. We've got over 400 of you now in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button and get this going. Look, ultimately, for me, the Carabao Cup, and this is where I want to sort of come in on here. Carabao Cup does not get the recognition it deserves, in my opinion. I think Newcastle winning the Carabao Cup last season put this trophy back on the map in the right way. Put it back on the map to say, listen, if you have gone, like Newcastle did, nearly 70 years without a trophy, this is the one to take serious. It got a little bit boring, always seeing Man City, and Liverpool sort of dominating this trophy. But this is now a time for teams to step up. We saw Crystal Palace win the FA Cup. We saw Newcastle win the Carabao Cup. There are teams in this competition, your Brentfords, your Brightons, again, your Crystal Palaces, your Wolves, who should be taking this competition extremely serious now. And furthermore, to add to that, if you're Wrexham, Cardiff and Swansea and you get a good draw, you've got to believe. Absolutely got to believe. But I just think that some of these teams are using it to rotate quite nicely, and it was unreal. I was excited when we won it as a Swansea fan, exactly, Swansea. And then Swansea got to play in Europe after that as well, something they never thought they'd achieve. Swansea versus Man City, I think from a Swans fan, I think that's one to avoid. If you have them at home, then basically, any Wrexham versus top six Premiership would not be fun to watch. So maybe the Sky cameras would love that one. The Sky cameras would absolutely love that one, and that's a fair assessment. So, Glenn, thank you. But yeah, as I said, would love to know who everyone is supporting in the chat right now. Would love to know which ball or which draw. And I'll tell you what, then let's do a little game. Someone give me a prediction. I'm going to give you one team then. Let's start with everyone in the chat. Who do you think Wrexham will draw? That's the first team I'm going to ask. Put in your opponent. Let's see if you lock that one in. I'm going to go out here and say I think Wrexham are going to have Brentford away. That's what I'm going to say. Wrexham are going to get Brentford away. A little underwhelming, but a Premier League side. It'll be one of them that Wrexham get a Premier League side away. So let me know who you think Wrexham are going to get. I'm going to ask another question in a minute. So yeah, who do you think Wrexham will draw? Let me know in the chat. Of course, the dream big of the Arsenal, the Spurs would be amazing. But I've gone Brentford away as my Wrexham prediction. So that's what I think there. Okay. Next one, after we've said that, is who do you think, Grimsby Town. Are Grimsby going to continue this incredible Carabao Cup one? Who do you think Grimsby are going to get? James says, I support Manchester City. We've got Wrexham versus Liverpool at Anfield. That would be insane. Imagine if Wrexham got Grimsby at home. That would probably, Glenn, be the most underwhelming draw ever. Grimsby versus Wrexham. It really would. I'd love to see Wrexham play Cardiff City, Welsh Derby, same. I'm convinced it's going to be either Cardiff Swansea or Cardiff Wrexham or Swansea Wrexham, one of those combos to happen as well. But I don't know what's calling me at Brentford. I don't know why. Maybe it's because Brentford are ball 1 and Wrexham are 11. Don't know what's calling me to that one, but there we go. But yeah, we've got some Arsenal fans in there. Grimsby Town versus Wycombe would be very underwhelming as well. But when we call it underwhelming, it's also very beneficial because it gives, again, a lower league team a chance. We want maybe as well Premier League teams to knock each other out. But I think what I've worked out is that there is going to be a guarantee of at least 5/6 Premier League teams knocked out of this competition at this stage, which is, again, beneficial. Brown says, hi from Swansea. Liverpool season ticket holder here. No idea where I want to get used, home or away. A lot of people are feeling Liverpool Wrexham. I think because there's a little bit of a link there, obviously in the northwest. I think because as well, Wrexham have been linked with quite a few Liverpool Academy graduates recently. So there we go. Wrexham versus Man City would be a great night. Personally, I think that would be quite. I don't know. I actually find Man City quite boring as a tie. I don't know why with Pep. I think that would be there. The Drax family said Swansea, Grimsby versus Liverpool, and Grimsby would win it. That would be nuts if Grimsby kept their giant king again. Grant looks like a Sunderland fan. Said Wrexham versus Crystal Palace. Yeah, I'm feeling one of those Premier League sides. Mike says play Arsenal, go out in a blaze. When we lose, we don't waste any more games. Don't count focus on the Championship. The thing what I would say is that we saw last night with the Reading game for Wrexham, where they won 2-0, that they actually played a rotated side. Only one person started from the win against Norwich at the weekend, which was Callum Doyle. And it's a chance to rotate and get minutes into players. Arsenal, again, I'm just going to look at some of these lineups. And what time is the draw? Is the draw out? It's starting very soon. The draw is starting in 12 minutes, I believe. So hang tight, 12 minutes, over 500 in the chat. As I said, if you could subscribe, that would be amazing. And do check out my pinned comment and our super chat goal as well. We're yet to have a super chat on the channel. No one's ever done it, so you would be the first to do that. Wrexham come to St James's Park. Wow. Now that actually, I'd rate that, RJ. I think that would be really exciting. Newcastle, exciting Premier League side right now. So there we go. And Luke says, as a Swans fan, I wouldn't mind getting you lot. I think, and big up to Les and Jamie as well for that. I appreciate it. Right. Let's have a quick look then at how much these Premier League sides are rotating. For example, I looked at Liverpool yesterday playing Southampton, right? And if you want a deep Liverpool and how serious they're taking the competition, yeah, if you want to see Liverpool and the competition that they have the likes of, they played Marmonsville in goal. They had Leone, who actually got an ACL injury. They played Endo, they played Jones, they played Inouye, they played Ngoma. And that was like, you think that's quite rotated. But then you see the likes of Isak played, Chiesa, Frimpong, Gomez, Robertson. So Liverpool like half rotated, half started. And I thought, okay, not bad. Brighton getting a Welsh team away, bro. I just know it, says hello there. I don't mind you lot, I just hate Cardiff, says Luke. Yeah, I think everyone's in that sort of band there with that. But let's go to like, for example, Arsenal tonight. So Arsenal played away at Port Vale, and you're thinking, well, Arsenal could walk that game. I'll have Arsenal rotated their side or not. You look at the goal scorers tonight for Arsenal straight away. Eze and Trossard. It's not bad, is it? Eze and Trossard straight away. You're thinking, geez, Louise, you're already talking. That must be a strong lineup. And this is what Arteta did. And I'm going to actually put this on screen so you can see. This is how serious you can tell Mikel Arteta is taking the Carabao Cup. Okay, have a look at this lineup. Have a look at this lineup right now, people. And thank you to everyone's in here. We've nearly got 600 of you in here, which is nuts, and we absolutely love it. So we've got Kepa in goal. And he obviously needs some game time as David Ren's goal. But look at this. They're Lewis Skelly, Mosquera, Still Saliba, Ben White, Ethan Neri, Norgard, Eze, Martinez, Moreno. That team won't look out of place in the bloody Premier League. So let's just put this on record here. Mikel Arteta wasn't messing in the Carabao Cup. He's actually put out a ridiculously strong side. And that's what I mean. These Premier League teams are not messing. So if the likes of Wrexham, Cardiff, Swansea, Grimsby, Wickham draw Premier League sides, well, expect to see an incredible outfit in what they put out there. So there are the ball numbers again. Those are the ball numbers again. And yeah, massive big up to Mr. Wilson. I'm from Pembrokeshire, travel 186 miles to Wrexham for games. Swansea only 50 miles from me. Love that. And big up to Les and Jamie for the super chat. First one officially on the channel, dropping in the $10. He said, have a drink on me, Josh, up the town. Les and Jamie absolutely supports the channel through thick and thin in every watch long. Massive support and a member. Absolutely buzzing off that. Thank you, Les. You are a real one. And I love talking football with you. So there you go. Why do you hate Cardiff? It's just like the fact you're doing well. So Carl, is that as a Kind of fan. I know Wrexham draw against the lowest ranked team that's left, so we get to Euro Cup. I mean, I'll put this. I think Wrexham now have probably looked at it. They've had, if you look at Wrexham's previous games, they've had Hull City. Okay, wasn't exactly a thriller. Preston North End and Reading. I think Wrexham are ready to go in and have a Premier League time and see it. I love the channel very much. No, you're a real one, lads. Did Spurs get Liverpool? No, the draw has not been made yet. We are waiting announcing the draw. I can show you some stuff. I will be showing you the live draw, so do not go anywhere. Make sure you're locked in. And yeah, this was the guy, by the way, who scored a hat trick for. Well, I say a hat trick. Diego Gomez scored 5 goals in the Carabao Cup for Brighton. This guy was like, people call him like a regeneration Pele, which is quite a big thing to say. But let's see what the Carabao Cup's saying on social media. They're just showing some of the goals, actually. But I can't show you some of the goals from tonight, otherwise we'll get copyrighted. So yeah, that's what's going on. I'm going to leave that. I like it when some people are really good at predicting draws. Now, here's a question for you in the chat. Real talk now. Who thinks that these type of cup draws are rigged or fixed? And the reason I say that is there is a theory out there, isn't there? There is a theory that the people who draw the balls out the hat are told that certain teams are a certain temperature. And what I mean by that is they'll tell you that Liverpool and Man City, for example, are a hotter ball. Now, not everyone always believes that theory. Not everyone actually believes that theory as such. But I actually sometimes think draws are rigged. I mean, I'm not one of naming names, but Manchester City. Somehow, in every cup competition, Man City get the rub of the draw. Man City get the rub of the draw. Man City seem to get. I can't even describe it. I can't even describe it. And there is theories out there that they do different temperature balls, different textures of the balls, because we all see them pour the balls in. And there we go. So, yeah, we are talking about balls here. Know your balls, men's health, testicular cancer, and men's mental health awareness in that sense of know your own balls. But actually, the drawing balls themselves for these cup things, are they rigged? Are they rigged? That's always a thing. We'll see it. Yeah. I say the draws are fixed. FA Cup 2023, Brighton got United and City got a champ team. I think they done it for Manchester final. Yeah, you've always got that. So there you go. I'm glad you like that. So great, lads. Draw at quarter past, apparently. Yeah, 20 past, quarter past. One of those bad boys out there. Any team that belongs at home. Would you like a home game, would you, Mr. Welsh? Cardiff and Free Rex, I can feel it. A lot of people are feeling the Welsh. I wouldn't mind Wolves away. I'll be honest, Wolves is a Premier League team that I could see a lot of these lower league teams beating as well, by the way. I really do. So, yeah, thank you to everyone. But the draw is soon. Wrexham vs Liverpool, please go into Blaze of Glory and focus on the league games. I don't actually know what the prize money is. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I think it was 5 in one game. A second goal was insane. Absolute top bins. Hello from Australia. Yeah, let me know where you're watching from. Actually, let me know where you're watching from in the world today as well for this Carabao Cup draw, which is, I promise you, a moment's away. I'm trying to find the prize money. Prize money for Carabao Cup 2025. The winners are given, right, how about this then? This is actually quite sickening. In the chat, without Googling it, how much do you think you get? How much do you think you get for winning the Carabao Cup? How much do you think? How much do you think you get for winning the Carabao Cup? I've just seen the prize money and it's absolutely blown my head away. How much do you think you get for winning the Carabao Cup? Right, well, the draw is very soon, so I'll be showing that. Honestly, I've just looked it up. It's blown my head. You only get, I say only, you only get £100,000 for winning this competition. 100k. That's it. If you start in round 1, you get 175k. If you win the FA Cup, you get £2 million. So this is why people look at the Carabao Cup and go, do you know what? This is why they don't take it seriously, because the prize money at the end is 100k. But it is access into European competition. It is an interesting one. And we'll see. Diff versus Swans, as it should be, yeah. And a pack of Marlborough. Basically, 100k ain't even worth it. So gate money is the earner, and that's why you want a big Premier League team who will split half the tickets in this round if you're a low league team. Big up to Les as well. So become a member of the channel. Yeah, we're on the road to 10 members. You can check out the pinned comment for that one. But that's nuts. Only 100k for that. Liverpool versus Newcastle. The draw is coming up now. We are literally just having an advert, and then the draw will be coming up, and we'll be getting the draw live and ready. But yeah, it's absolutely that prize money has shocked me a little bit. I can't lie to people. That prize money has absolutely shocked me. Yeah, shocking. So we'll see what happens. So yeah, let's see how many of you are good at predicting. Let's see how many of you are actually quite good at guessing. The draws as such. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm just getting the draw set up for you. Liverpool versus Wrexham, come on. The European money is mental though, absolutely. That's what it's all about. But yeah, I'm loving the vibes. I'm loving the banter. I'm loving the rivalry in the chat. It seems we've got a lot of Cardiff, Swansea, and Wrexham fans in the chat, which is good. Let me know which team you're behind. If you're watching as a neutral, or even if your team got dumped out of the cup, let me know as well in the early rounds. That would be awkward as well. But yeah, a lot of people fancying Liverpool Wrexham, which is insane. So we'll see how many of you get it right. But you could have some really boring ties. Like I reckon the most boring tie would be something like Brentford Fulham. Oh, by the way, Palace Brighton is technically a little derby in there, a rivalry, should we say? So you could have the Palace Brighton rivalry. You could have a Welsh derby. There is no Manchester derbies because Man United got knocked out by Grimsby. Tottenham Arsenal. There is scope for a few derbies here. Shame Everton got knocked out, but yeah, you can have the Tottenham Arsenal derby, Swansea Cardiff, Brighton Palace. Yeah, Newcastle haven't got one there. So yeah, derbies galore. Would Brentford Fulham be a derby? So there we go. Spurs v Wrexham in London. That'd be awesome. You get 1.7 million for winning final, but you've got to look at the big picture. Go all the way and have home games will generate 15. That's the FA Cup, maybe not the Carabao Cup. Never call it that every. Yeah, no. Rivalry, Palace Brighton, isn't it? Rivalry, right? In fashionable English sense, we are still waiting for the presenters to get the balls ready, and there we go. And we've just had a new member live on the show. Free Pug Show becomes our 7th member. Lucky 7. That's Grimsby Town's number as well. Big up to Free Pugs. He's one of our own. He's one of our own. Free Pugs. He's one of our own. Welcome to the clan. Welcome. Les and Jamie has welcomed you in as well. Welcome. Thank you for getting a membership. One of our own. Absolutely love it. Ball 7, 7th member of the channel. You know what to do. Grimsby Town now are going to get Wrexham. Right. Oh, I need to turn the volume down there. Fulham versus Brentford is derby with them both being in London. Yeah, it's like a derby that isn't really one, isn't it? I'm trying to force that there. Fulham Arsenal, boring. That would be. Wolves v Port Vale. Unfortunately, Port Vale didn't make it through against Arsenal, so you won't be seeing Port Vale in this. But here we go, the draw. Jamie Redknapp is involved. We're going to have the draw live and direct right now, people. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Let's get 100 likes. We can get 100 likes. We need another 30 odd likes on here. Smash the like button, and we're going to have the draw ready for you. Good luck to everyone who's still in the competition. 4th round of the Carabao Cup is coming up, and yeah, the Welsh contingent's looking strong. I wonder if this has ever happened before. I wonder how far they've ever had 3 Welsh teams this far in the competition. All right, get some of your predictions in then. Malcolm's gone Arsenal versus Spurs, Man City, Fulham, Wrexham, Grimsby. Oh, Wrexham, Grimsby. I just think Wrexham. Right. This is how I see it. I think the Sky cameras want Wrexham to get a big Premier League side. It would be good TV for Wrexham. Grimsby Town, I don't think sells. Chelsea v Wrexham from the son of John Neal, who managed both teams, said David Neal. Big up, David. Chelsea, Wrexham. Would you? Do you know what? Actually, and I'm going to put that out there. I reckon Wrexham would beat. I reckon do it right. Big up John Neal. Just looking, born 1930. Right, first ball coming out of the hat. Number 15, Arsenal. Arsenal are at home, people. Arsenal are at home. And Arsenal will be drawing. Number 2, Brighton. Arsenal-Brighton. Arsenal have a home tie against Brighton. This is the first one there. Arsenal-Brighton, first official tie of the fourth round of the Cup. An all Premier League side, Arsenal-Brighton. Number 7, Grimsby Town. Grimsby Town are at home. League 2 Grimsby face number 1, Brentford. Brentford. I actually fancy Grimsby to do that. Grimsby have Brentford. Brentford. So we got Arsenal, Brighton, Grimsby, Brentford. Number 9, Swansea. Here we go. You're looking out for ball 3 or 11 for a Welsh game. 3 or 11. Swansea at home versus 13. Ooh. 13 is Man City. Swansea, Man City. Big one there. Swansea, Man City, people. So Arsenal, Brighton, Grimsby, Brentford, Swansea, Man City. Number 14 is Newcastle, Wrexham. Here we go. Newcastle, Wrexham. Newcastle, Wrexham. And it's going to be ball number 16. Ball number 16 is Tottenham. Newcastle, Tottenham. So I'll go through that again. You've got Arsenal, Brentford, Grimsby versus Brentford. So Arsenal, Brighton, Grimsby, Brentford, Swansea, Man City, Newcastle, Tottenham, Cardiff, Wrexham are at home. Wrexham are at home. And Wrexham will face Cardiff. Unbelievable. All Welsh tie, Wrexham, Cardiff. That's massive. Shut that down. That is massive. Wrexham versus Cardiff is absolutely off the scale. Biggest tie yet. Liverpool are at home. Cardiff, oh my days. Wrexham, Cardiff is massive. Liverpool have number 5. That's huge as well. That is Crystal Palace. Oh my gosh. Some massive games in this. Swansea at home to Man City. Grimsby at home to Brentford. Wrexham versus Cardiff. Liverpool have got a nice tie, I think, against Palace. And Wolves are at home versus... of course, number 4, Chelsea. Wolves, Chelsea, that's boring. Wolves, Chelsea's boring. I cannot believe Wrexham have got Cardiff at home. That's astronomical. That's out of this world. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. And then number 12, Wycombe, should be facing, I think, Fulham, isn't it? I think the only team left is Fulham. Yeah, it's Fulham. Wycombe, Fulham. Damn, hit the like button. Absolutely. Love it. Yeah, I can't believe it. At the racecourse, we're going to have 12 men advantage. Exactly. God, that's going to be competitive to get tickets. I'll tell you that. Wrexham Cardiff is actually the biggest, most lockdown thing I've ever seen. So there it is confirmed. Arsenal, Brighton, Grimsby versus Brentford, Swansea, Manchester City, Newcastle v Tottenham, Wrexham, Cardiff, Liverpool, Crystal Palace, Wolves versus Chelsea, and Wycombe versus Fulham. People, we've been given a hell of a Carabao Cup fourth round. I can't believe how good that is. I can't believe how good that is. In fact, I can share this graphic with you now on screen so you can see it yourself. There it is. Arsenal, Brighton, Grimsby, Brentford, Swansea, Man City, Newcastle, Tottenham, Wrexham, Cardiff, Liverpool. What is the best draw? I think you know what I'm going to say. I think Wrexham, Cardiff's good, but look at some of these Premier League ties as well. Newcastle, Tottenham, that's a big game actually. Liverpool, Palace, potential there. Some Premier League teams going out against each other. Absolutely whopping massive, unbelievable. I can't get over that. I really can't. I really can't get over some of these ties right now, and we are in for a hell of a treat. And yeah, Wrexham, I think they get through as well. I honestly think this is a tie in which Wrexham will get through. There you go. A bit disappointed with that. We could have had a really tasty one. Premier League games await, but that is your official fourth round draw, and fixtures will be played on October 27th. So, yeah, I think next time I'll be able to show the draw if I go through that as well. But yeah, nice North versus South. The watch one's gonna be off the chain. Of course, we've got Palace boring. It is. It is a boring tie. I must admit. Wolves Chelsea is boring. Liverpool Palace is boring. Newcastle Tottenham's actually quite fun, I think. Arsenal Brighton boring as well. So some of the Premier League sides got some really boring draws there. But it is what it is. I'm ecstatic with that. I think that's a really good fourth round draw for the smaller teams. Grimsby have got a great draw. Swansea have got a tough one, but it's a great one for their home fans to see Man City come. And let's not forget Wickham getting Fulham as well. Wrexham v Cardiff would be a great match. Every match with Wrexham beating bottom half of the Championship and Cardiff beating near top of League One with only one loss so far. Should progress, exactly. Grimsby would be a good game as well. Really well. But yeah, we are going to bow out of here. If you've enjoyed this show, then thank you so much for tuning in. That was the Carabao Cup fourth round. I want a massive shout out for Les and Jamie for the first live super chat on the show. They've been absolute quality for us. Big up to Free Pugs who's become a member as well. Number 7 Free Pugs, doing absolutely that. And Matt Turner says Cardiff will smash you. Ooh, we'll have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, unbelievable news. Unbelievable news. And thank you for tuning in. I'm going to bow out. We'll be back, as always, with more coverage throughout the week. And before we know it, it'll be the league action on the weekend. With all these cup games, you've got European matches. And yeah, we'll be there. People, I'm out of here. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. And Wrexham Cardiff. Have some of that. And big up to everyone. I'm out of here. Ta-da.